Hey everyone, welcome back to Adrian Has Bees. So today what I want to do, it's been about 5 or 6 days and I put this Snelgrove board in place, which is a double screen board that separates these two boxes. The idea being that there's another opening around there. The bees that were in here can get out, but one of these boxes wouldn't have had a queen in it, because there's only one queen, and she would have been in one or the other. And whichever box didn't have the queen, they should have started making a new queen, because they would have felt like they were queenless. So today what I want to do is get in there and make sure that one of these boxes has started to make a new queen. And if not, then I'm going to make sure that it has eggs in it, so that they can make a new queen in one of the boxes. So that's what we're doing today. And thanks for coming along. And it's a really scorching hot day today, so trying to get this done early before it gets blisteringly hot, too hot for me to be out here working. So thanks for coming along. Let's have a listen to these girls. All right. All right, guys, welcome back. Actually, we're going to work from the other side, because I've got an opening on the Snelgrove board on that side. Don't want to give the girls an easy way to get to me and sting me. Okay, so the goal here is to find which box has the queen and make sure that the other box has the start of a queen cell. So I'll have to be a little careful lifting up the frames, because if there's a queen cell started, then we don't want to change the orientation as far as up and down. Okay, there's quite a few bees coming up to see me here, so let's see what we got. Okay, not even a bee in sight on that first frame. Second frame, some wax being put there. Okay, starting to see bees. Not seeing any sign of a queen or queen cell. I take 2 frames out and then set them outside so that I've got room to manipulate these other frames in here. And then what I do is just slide them back, and that way when I'm done I can just push them all back over there. Okay. There's some brood. There's some brood. Don't see any queen cells, and I don't see any larva that's alive, at least. There's some kind of dry, crusted up larva. Nope. No sign of queen cells. Yet. Ooh, I'm seeing a lot of like, almost looks like chalk breed or some kind of dried up larva down there. I wonder if we screwed up. Didn't give her any eggs to work with. Or if maybe this is a diseased. Oh, it's going to be so disappointing. Lots of new bees. You can see that they're just kind of pale. Okay, now that's getting into resources again now. So, looks like I am missing any sign of a new queen being made in this hive. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this box off, and we're going to see if we can find eggs in the bottom box. I moved that whole Snelgrove board along with everything. You can see the two doors that stayed there. I'll have to line those up well. Certainly a bigger number of bees in the bottom here. So my goal now is to find a frame that has eggs on it, which this might be a good frame. Oh goodness, no. Oh, I think I found where the queen wasn't. So you can see some queen cells here. In fact, there's one there that appears to be capped. Okay, so they're making a queen down there. So that's actually good news, I think. That tells me the queen was in that top box. So I'm not going to adjust anything down here because I'm happy that they're making a new queen in that bottom box, because that's ultimately going to be a better place for her. So now let's see if we can everything seems to be set well there. Okay, happy about that. The fact that there's no new eggs or anything up here makes me think it's bizarre. And maybe I don't even need that queen. Geez, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I might look for the queen a little bit harder up top here, just because this is where she should be based on those queen cells down low. So let's see if we can find her. The fact that I'm not seeing any eggs down here makes me concerned that she's just not laying at all. So if I can find her, I might just eliminate her right now that they're working on new queen cells down there. I do not like holding frames like that. I much prefer 2 hands. Trying real hard to find the queen. You know what? I see the little royal. Oh, I see some larvae and some eggs. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in a position where you can see them. Yeah, the queen is definitely in this top box. So I'm not gonna try and eliminate her and find her now, because she's still laying some eggs. That's gonna be good, because I don't want to completely stop production of bees at this point until I've got a new queen that's ready to take over. And at that point, so next weekend, that will be about 13 or 14 days from that. So we'll be able to check and see if a queen has emerged from the bottom box. And well, she might not have emerged yet. I'll have to check my calendar. It takes 16 days from the time the original queen lays an egg to the time that a new queen will emerge is 16 days. Once she emerges, though, she's still a virgin queen. It takes her 2 or 3 days to mature enough to where she can fly. Once she can fly, she will leave the hive. She will find drones. She will mate with drones. Then she will return to the hive, assuming she doesn't get eaten by a bird or loot get lost. If the wind picks up and she can't find her way back to the hive, then those are all concerns. But then it will still take her about a week from the time she emerges before she actually starts laying eggs. So that puts me at about 23 days It was the 21st of July, I think it was, that I actually put in the Snelgrove board. So the eggs that they're working with would have been laid on the 20th or 21st. So with that, I'll have to look at a calendar and see. I'm not going to try and do that in front of the YouTube audience. But so far, this is actually good. The Snelgrove board appears to have done what it needed to do. It's created some, the bottom box now is queenless. So they're still gathering resources. It's good because that's where most of the bees are used to coming and going. You can see there's still a population in the top box. But what we'll do is make sure that we have everything set up so that they can succeed with a new queen in about 3 weeks from now. So thanks everyone for coming along. I hope that you stay tuned and see what happens with our hive here, this is Vienna, even though it says La Paz on this side. The bottom box is Vienna, so we're requeening that. We're working on them naturally building out a new queen. And we're going to hope for the best here. We'll hope we get a really nice laying queen. I may come back out and put in some pollen patties just to help feed these girls. And otherwise, stay tuned. Unfortunately, sad news for anyone that's around here that was hoping for honey this year. I don't think any of these bees are going to be producing any honey for us this year. So it looks like it might have to be next year. So it's sad. I'm missing it too. So I know that a lot of people were looking forward to it and were asking me about it. But anyway, we can't expedite with Mother Nature, unfortunately. So I'm going to do my best to keep these girls as healthy as possible going into this winter, and that way it should assure us a really good honey harvest for next year. So thanks for watching, everyone. Adrian Has Bees. Take care.